We're here now, together, subscribing to a kind of courage. Now that we understand that the environment that we live in vacuums up our conversations, that invisible people are watching us all the time. Maybe we suspected it, but now we know it. And we know that we must combat it with a new kind of activism. Yes. Go back to the Constitution. Put those words in your body. All of those amendments. Say it again and again and again. Yes. And you will begin to be able to do those counterintuitive things that we will be called upon to do in the coming days and weeks and months. We want to sing for you right now the First Amendment, because the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment come together to make a DNA of freedom that is unstoppable, that protects us, protects our children, makes it possible for us to speak freely, speak openly, and speak as Americans. Amen? Amen.
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech.
Free speech!
Or abridging the freedom of press.
Free press!
The right of the people
Peacefully to assemble, free people.
Petition the government for redress of grievances. Redress.
Free speech.
Ooh, yeah!
Free press. Free people. Redress.
Sing it now!
Free speech. Free press. Free people. Redress.
Yes! Come on now! Come on now! Hallelujah!
Press.
45 magic words! Come on!
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion
Or prohibiting the free exercise thereof! Or abridging the freedom of speech! Or abridging the freedom of press!
Or the right of the people
Peacefully to assemble and
petition the government for redress of grievances. Free speech. Free press.
free people! Protest! 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 Amen!
Hello, everyone. There's no way I can follow that. I'm not a preacher. But I do come to you from some churches. And that's the Church of Reddit. And the Church of Twitter. And the Church of Freedom of the Internet. I'm one of the organizers of Restore the Fourth NYC. Thank you so much for coming. I want to give you some information so that this march goes smoothly. So we have a plan. We're going to march to Federal Hall.
We're going to march to Federal Hall.
Which is where the Bill of Rights was signed.
Which is where the Bill of Rights was signed.
So it makes sense.
So it makes sense.
I've talked to the police myself. And they've told me that we're going to make it to Federal Hall. We're going to take a little detour near Wall Street.
We're going to take a little detour near Wall Street.
And we're going to go a block out of the way. But it's going to be okay. And we're going to get there. Occupy Wall Street! Okay. I lost my train of thought for a second. Right. So we're gonna ask everybody to stay on the sidewalk so that we don't have any problems. We're also gonna ask everyone to be polite and friendly to everyone we run into on the march, including our friends on scooters. When we get to Federal Hall, we've planned a short skit that we'd like everyone to enjoy and take a video of. I think that about covers it. I'm going to introduce Melissa. Who's going to give you some information about your rights to free protest and your rights on the march. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, my name is Melissa Friedman.
Hello, my name is Melissa Friedman.
I am an attorney. Not yours.
But not yours.
This is general legal advice. On the march. Please be sure to leave a space for other people to walk. This is general know your rights. In New York City. If you're approached by a police officer. Or we are kennelled on the march. I'm not expecting any problems. First thing, if you see something is amiss. You are 100% within your rights. To film the police. And if you can't. Yell for cameras. They help. If you're approached by a police officer. Ask them. Am I being detained? Or am I free to go? Make sure you get an answer. If there's a whole bunch of people being kennelled. Mic check. Are we being detained? Are we free to go? If you are being detained. You must say. I do not consent to this search. Silence equals consent. Tell them I do not consent to this search. The third thing is you have to tell them. I'm invoking my right to remain silent. And remain silent. Accept your name. If they do not have to read you your rights. They can and will use anything you say against you. Be sure to ask for a lawyer. And if you see anybody arrested. Or you're arrested. Be sure to call the National Lawyers Guild. Here's the number. 212 679 679 phones.
The cops don't let you access your cell phones.
Just try to remember the march is not about the police.
The march is not about the police.
Sometimes they might tease
Sometimes they might tease
or arrest people for no reason.
Or arrest people for no reason.
Try to ignore it.
Try to ignore it.
This isn't about them.
This isn't about them.
So one last time. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
I do not consent to the search.
I do not consent to the search.
I am invoking my rights to remain silent and will remain so.
I am invoking my rights to remain silent and will remain so.
I demand a lawyer.
I demand a lawyer.
Peace.
Thank you, Melissa. Up next, we've got Tim Carr of Free Press talking about the Stop Watching Us Coalition of organizations and individuals from around the world who do not approve of NSA surveillance.
Do not approve of NSA surveillance.
Tim Carr.
Thanks, Michael. Mic check. I'm with an organization called Free Press that believes
I'm with an organization called Free Press that believes
in your right to connect
your right to connect
and communicate.
and communicate.
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
because I believe that protest against government abuse of power
because I believe the protest against government abuse of power
is the ultimate form of patriotism.
Form of patriotism.
And I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
and I'm wearing red, white, and blue today
in a show of support for people like Aaron Schwartz,
in a show of support for people like Aaron Schwartz,
who believed that all knowledge should be available to everyone.
Who believe that all
knowledge should be available to everyone,
And as a show of support for people like Edward Snowden,
and as a show of support for people like Edward Snowden,
who believe that our right to privacy is greater than the surveillance state's right to spy on you.
who believe that the right to privacy is greater than the surveillance state's right to spy on you.
So that's why more than 500,000 people have joined the Stop Watching Us coalition.
More than 500,000 people have joined the Stop Watching Us coalition. Woo!
Yeah! At stopwatching.us. We're calling on Congress to investigate the NSA's abuse of our powers. So please join me. And join me in this march today. As we take back our rights. Thank you.
The Twitter hashtag is RTFNYC. Use it. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important announcement from the New York City Restore the Fourth. Keep your rights in mind at all times. Protect yourself. Use secure open source tools to communicate. If you see a suspicious government program or activity, do not keep it to yourself. Tell the media or a friend or family member. Remain alert. And have an awesome march. Thank you. And now, Reverend Billy.
Hooray! Use open source water. Everybody, make sure everybody's hydrated. And water is the nourishment of creativity. Let's make culture today. Let's have those conversations. That make us feel strange. Brave in a weird sort of way. Maybe the way that Edward and Bradley might have felt. We have to make new kinds of activism. We are all artists for freedom. Bill of Rights, hallelujah! Amen. Let's go.
Yes, we can. Can go.
Broadway!
Restore the Fourth Amendment.
Stop the surveillance.
Restore the Fourth Amendment.
Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. End 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 the surveillance.
Fight back! Everything you do on the show is what you're giving up your privacy. If you think you're different from us, you're not. Everybody knows the texting, email, cell phone, all that.
Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Surveillance state has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Surveillance state has got to go! Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I don't know. I've been told. I don't know.
The one thing is, you know, like,
really
how loud we are is really important, you know?
I have no voice.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Privacy! What's going on me now? What do we want? Privacy!
We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. NSA don't spy on me. We want some transparency. We say fuck that. We say fuck that. We say fuck that. We say fuck that. They say wiretap. 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 We say fuck that. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Stop the surveillance. Restore the Fourth Amendment. Stop the surveillance. Read the Fourth Amendment. Read the Fourth Amendment. Read the Fourth Amendment. Free Bradley Manning. Free Bradley Manning. Hey guys, that was wiretap. We say fight back. They say wiretap. We say fight back. They say wiretap. They say fight back. They say wiretap. They say fight back. They say wiretap. We say fight back. They say wiretap. We say fight back. They say wiretap. We say fight back. Privacy! Now!
Privacy!
They say wiretap!
What do we want?
They say wiretap! They say wiretap! We say fight back!
They say wiretap.
We say fight back! They say wiretap! We say fight back!
We say fight back. 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 We say fight back.
Frisk's got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and frisk has got to go, hey, hey. Oh, oh. Stop and
Your choice to be here. Your choice to be here. Your choice to face the truth. Your choice to face the truth. Means you are free. Means you are free. You are expressing your freedom. You are expressing your freedom. One quick chant. One quick chant. As the performer set up. As the performer set up. We've had ourselves surrounded for years. We have had ourselves surrounded for years.
Former CIA operatives have embraced the open source imperative. With truth, trust, and transparency. There is no need to hide anything. All matters will be resolved with heart and truth. Here's the chant, 2 lines. Big brother's watching. But little sister's listening. Big brother's watching. 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 Little sister's listening.
amazing. This was amazing. But it's not. But it's not. The end. The end. If you want to be involved, next time, send an email to restore the fourth FOURTH NYC at gmail.com. And we will let you know how we can keep this going. You should also join the Facebook page. Restore the Fourth NYC. We know it's ironic. But it's a good way. To keep in touch. In just a minute. We're gonna do the performance. I love you all so much. Snowden is a hero! Democracy is not a spectator sport. All right. We're ready. All right. If you can't see, we're really sorry. Someone might put it on the internet. If you take a video, please go to RashamonProject.org/upload on your computer and upload. We're helping to test a UC Berkeley human rights tool. Thank you.
Obama, same old drama. Bush, 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 Obama, same old drama. Same old
Kiss our kids. Take your mask off, Obama.
This is a very exciting play so far. We've got some ordinary Americans, could be any of us here, on their electronic devices. They're not looking up very much. They're kind of in their own world. Is that familiar to anybody here?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
And it looks as if President Obama and President Bush are studying what they have on their screens. Children. But I'm just kind of a volunteer Wikipedia-style narrator. don't seem to notice that they're being surveilled. They haven't looked up. They don't know that 1,000 of us are looking over their shoulders at this moment. And the two presidents are taking advantage of the fact and they're taking their iPhones and their computers from them. Shame, 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 shame.
The whole world is watching. 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 The whole world is watching.
I think this is one of those interactive stories. I'm just going to suggest one possible ending here.
Yeah. Hey, man.
The FBI has arrested the internet users who didn't quite catch on, who didn't quite look up, who didn't see the presidents, the Yes We scanners, the police coming in and doing their job. You and I have to look up now. That's what we're doing here, amen? I just returned from Germany. While I was in Germany, with the Stop Shopping Church,
Preach it.
I experienced with the German people the revelations of the NSA. And of course, we were watching Ed Snowden the whole time. Their response is visceral. Is physical. They're angry. Like that angry pacifist right there. They remember the Stasi. Not to mention the Nazis. With the East German police. Husbands and wives. Brothers and sisters. Bosses and employees. We're spying on each other. Day and night. The spy never came. In from the cold. Was that clever? Made it up on the moment. It's my computer. Another lesson here. We are at risk. Of being arrested. Everyone here has a face. Lots of us here have electronic devices. There is a huge, separate, well-financed world of good people just doing their jobs, making money to feed their children. It will be their job to identify you and me. They will put a name next to every face on these steps. They will know who we are. And as more and more people join us from the victimization of the immigrant people, the newest Americans, the Immigration Corrections Enforcement Agency, stopping in white vans, in front of their homes, going inside without a warrant, seizing the parents, taking them to jail, in front of the terrorized children. That went on for years in New York. Stop and frisk. And more and more of us. Computer people will join with the 600,000 people a year that were humiliated, eviscerated, pulled over, patted down, especially in neighborhoods of color. We will join them. They will join us. We will become more and more. Not just pixels. But physical bodies. This must be a social movement. Like gender rights. Like women's rights. Like civil rights. Like labor. That's what this must be. We will risk our bodies. We will risk our lives. It's the only way that we've ever changed. In the United States of America. We are committed to that.
Mic check. We're gonna meet again on August 4th to express our patriotic desire for the Fourth Amendment and the Constitution. We're about to end. But I think it would be great if we could have one chant so loud of restore the Fourth and then go. Restore the Fourth. You can take down my name and take my picture, but you can't take our dignity.
Yeah, we're just coming in from
Mic check! Mic check!
Monday!